Hey, are you kind of new to this whole video creating thing and you don't know how to edit, you don't have time to edit, and you don't really have a budget to even go and buy some expensive video editing software? No! And still, there's no excuses. You have to be able to create these great looking social media video posts for yourself or for your client or for family or friends or whoever it might be. You've committed to doing this, but now you're kind of stuck. Don't you worry, you have come to the right video, because in this video, I'm actually going to be creating a complete Facebook ad that's going to be totally animated with animation, and I'm gonna do it all with under 15 minutes with a simple to use tool called CreateStudio. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to use CreateStudio, what it's all about, my opinion on it, some reviews, and I'm gonna give you the pros, the cons, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know if this is the right program for you for what you're looking to get done. Because that's exactly what this channel is all about. I'm here to help you guys get more views and learn more about video marketing so you guys can make more money, because money is fire and videos, there are lighters.
So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter.
What's up guys, Augie Johnston here with VidChops.com, where we're here to help take the burden of editing totally off your hands with our flat rate video editing service. So if you need help with your videos, then go ahead and head over to VidChops.com. Otherwise, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because like I said, this video is all about helping you grow your business through video. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get right into today's video. All right, so here we are. What is CreateStudio? So it's basically like a video editing software with a whole bunch of templates, and it has some animation things that they throw in there as well. But here we are on the sales page. It says animation finally made easy for everyone. Now, it's not a complete animation tool. It does have some video editing and like I said, template type things to it. So it just wants you to say create incredible videos in just minutes, video building in light speed, just click, drag and drop. So it does have these animations that you can use. Obviously it's limited, but it does have like these square videos as well. And in the video, right in a few minutes, I'm actually going to create an entire Facebook ad from scratch, and the goal is to do that under 15 minutes. So I'll start the clock once we get to that point. But yeah, it's just going to be an animated Facebook video. You can do green screen, chroma key removal, stuff like that. But I think you guys kind of get the idea. It's an app that you download onto your computer, and it looks like commercial use is $197 for one-time payment. I think I paid less than that, as I got in on like right when it was released. I purchased it, and then you also have with Pro Media and stuff like that. So this is going to have a few more features. You can read through this on your own if you really are interested. I want to dive into the app right now. Here's kind of what the app looks like when you open it up, and when you do purchase this one-time fee that they're showing here, right? It's $197. That is going to, yes, be a one-time fee, but you're only going to get access to, you know, certain characters, certain templates, stuff like that. You are going to have to pay an upgraded fee of, I think, $39 or $37 a month just to get all the extra assets, basically. So it seems like a really common thing nowadays. People are selling these softwares for a one-time fee, even normally around like $67, but right when you sign up, that first upsell says, hey, you're only going to get, 200 different templates. Do you want 2,000? Well, it's, $37 a month. So I'm going to use it today. I am going to come into templates. Here are all the different templates here. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'll go through a few that I find are very beneficial, right? So later in this video, I'll talk about the pros and the cons of this entire app. And right now I'll show you some of the pros of some of the cool things they have. So the character explainer videos are cool. You can see here it says free right here, and this is actually the one we're going to be doing today, this Meet Tom one. This one is also free here, but you'll see these other ones say club. That's that extra $37 a month you have to pay to gain access to those. So that would be definitely a con, right? That we don't get access to all those right away. But this is cool. I do like this feature. This is one of the reasons that I bought this app. So devices, this is another pro, I would say. There was only 3 that you get with the free one, but these are just templates that you can use. So like I could literally use this template and have my video show here instead of that video. Very easy to do, right? I could literally take out my phone, shoot that video, upload it into here, and have something like this, customize the text, in just a few minutes. So that's what I'm saying. For some people, there is a lot of benefit to this app, especially if you don't know how to edit or any of that kind of stuff. If you click on Facebook and Instagram, these are like promotional videos, right? So we could run like a little sale video where we could use this template of these motion graphics and stuff to create a video. Here's also one, a digital marketer contact video, right? I'll click on that one. You get the idea. You put your photo here. You can, edit all this text to be custom to yours. I'll go down to, let's see, some local business, some logo stings. Okay, so you could upload your logo. There's only 5 templates here. It's great they have this stuff, but the negative side to it is these are all just like basic templates that you can, customize to a certain degree, color-wise, but the text. But I mean, if everybody was to use this app to create videos, these templates would get played out super quick, especially these logo stings and stuff like that. But hey, if you're in a bind and you told a company, hey, I'll create a logo reveal intro for you as part of this project, and you don't know how to do that, here's your kind of your way out. Okay, so here's another kind of cool pro feature that I like. These are Instagram stories, right? So I could really spice up my stories by shooting my vertical video and then coming here and importing it right into one of these and being able to use this, cool motion graphic text. I'll just go ahead and click on this one so you get a little view. Right, so this text here, it could say anything, right? This video doesn't have to be for barbers. This could be anything. This could be you walking dogs, and this says, hey, this is my dog walking company with your logo and everything. So there's the customization on it, but there's not too much more. I'll just play it for another second. And it's cool because this stuff, they come with, the music and stuff that everyone's going to be using too and eventually get played out. It's kind of like all the sound effects and jingles that come with iMovie. I mean, we heard those in the old YouTube days constantly, like in every video it seemed like. Another cool thing are these video wrappers. Okay, so these video wrappers are basically going to allow you to shoot your footage, maybe in horizontal mode, and then just come in here, drag it, drop it right into a template. And you can create kind of like one of these square meme videos, right? Here's an example. Right, so you can change this text. This could be your video. There's also this one. Right, so if you want to promote maybe your latest YouTube video, you could put a clip of it here and say, watch our latest video, link in bio. If maybe this is on Instagram, or if it's Facebook, you can say, link in the first comment. Stuff like that to create these little promo videos. I think you guys get the idea. Kind of the last thing here is the YouTube outros. So these are like basically end cards on YouTube. And I think it's a good idea. I wish there was more, and I wish that they did them correctly. And what I mean by that, and this is one of the cons, is that they didn't really plan for this. Because if I click on this end card right here, think about what it's like on YouTube, what an end card really entails with the buttons that you can place on there with subscribe circle and then the watch next video. So there's not really like a great way for you to place that subscribe circle, right? If only they had like a big circle here where you could drop that on top of, that would probably be better. And I'm not sure if these are the right size for the end card next videos or what, but I just don't think these were done very, very well and with everything in mind. This is kind of like the more of the old school YouTube end cards before when you had like the on-screen annotations that you'd click. Right, there's nowhere to put that circle subscribe. I mean, you could put it right on top of this, and I guess that's maybe what they recommend, and that's what I would do if I used it. But normally there's like a circle for that icon to be placed right inside, and it looks really nice. But anyways, that's kind of the background of how all this app works and all the different features and options. And like I said, even for these end cards, there's only 3. All these other ones are paid. And, if I'm paying $37 a month, I would hopefully want a few more, right? This is a new app. It's fairly new, but I mean, like even here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I only get 5 more of these for $37 a month. So that's something they definitely need to upgrade. All right, we can go ahead now and start this clock here in a second, because like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use this one, this character explainer, to create an entire Facebook ad, and it's going to actually hopefully turn out well. So let's go ahead right now, and I'm going to cut this, and then we can start that timer. All right, here we go. I'm going to click on this one, download the template, All right, and we are inside the app now. You can see, I'm just waiting for that template to load up in here. There it is. And you can see the timeline down here. Okay, it's like I said, there's a template. It's already kind of laid out. I'm not going to be importing any footage. This is going to be about a 40-second video, a little under 40 seconds, 39 seconds. And as I click through here, there's different elements that are going to come up onto the screen. So I don't want to waste any time. I only got 15 minutes. So I'm just going to start here at the beginning, and I'm going to edit the text. Okay, and I'm just going to change the name. I'm going to say Meet Dave. You'll see that as I double clicked on that text, it opened up a new timeline. So now I'm in here where I can actually click on which ones I want to edit. So this is the meet word here. This is the Dave word. And then I actually have access to the speech bubble here. And I guess I'll go ahead and I'm just going to switch up the color just to try to customize it a little bit more. I'm going to do like a dark green. Copy that color right there so I can use it throughout. And here, right here on the bottom left is how I would get back to that other timeline. So I'm gonna go back to scene 1. And now I am seeing 2 elements here. So I'm just gonna go back to the main project. And you can see there's different layers to this, right? So I clicked into this one, and now I'm in scene 1, okay? And there's actually 2 parts of scene 1. There's that, and then let's see what this is as I move this ahead. Okay, so this is just the second speech bubble. So first thing I'm gonna do is double click to go into there. Click on this speech bubble here, and I'm just gonna change the color. Now, I'm not able to edit this speech bubble because it's locked. So I just unlocked it by clicking it. And this is like my second time using the app, guys, so please bear with me. Let's see if I can make this time. But I'm just gonna go ahead and change the background color again. And I'm just gonna change the name, right, to Dave. Dave has, and I'm just going to customize this to make an ad for VidChops, our video editing service. So Dave, I'm just going to say Dave is an amazing video creator. All right. Back to the main project. I'm going to go ahead and play this from the beginning. Okay, but I'm going to say here, but no, so I need to double click in there. Okay, I'm in there now. But no one knows, but no one watches his videos. I'm going to change this to keep our branding. And then this would be, I'm going to go red. I'm going to go green and red on these videos and go ahead and make it a little bit dark red. Bright red. That'll work. And I'm actually going to click back now to the main project. Down here to this first one. And I just want to change the color of the text we used here. This yellow, I'm just trying to stay on brand, and I know this is costing me a lot of time. I probably should just kept the same colors, but hey, I want to do it right. Great. Okay, back to the main project. Okay, and I'll probably go back and change some of this copy, these words, just so that I can make sure that the messaging right is good in this Facebook ad, because we'll be spending money on this. So I'm actually going to go probably green with this text, right? And I'm just copy and pasting that hexadecimal color right into there. And then this background color, let's see, it's asking me actually to add my logo here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to click here, click replace, and I'm just going to wait till my logo loads up here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and import my logo real quick, drop it right in there, and this is going to be on the blue background, so I'm just going to go all white with it. So let me just go ahead and navigate to my logo. All right, so I'm just going to import my logo right into this project media. There it goes. And now I can hopefully replace it just like that. And look, it's going to automatically animate. Perfect. All right, the only thing I want to change here probably is this background color. Is it going to allow me? Yes, I think it will. So I'm just going to come in here, paste in that color again. Good. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and just go back to the main project. All right, here we are. We got the logo coming in, and looks like we did a good job. We changed all the background color, and now I'm just going to double click into this one to change this text. We take the burden of editing totally off your shoulders. Okay, and then I just need to change the color here. Here I'm actually just going to go all white. All white. Or actually here we go green on this last one. Yeah, that's a little too... I'm going to go red then. There we go. Okay, back to the main project. The next one is going to be text. Okay, I'm just going to double click. Oop, I moved that. I'm going to double click to go inside there. Colors. It's going to be a red one too because I'm going on that black color, so I want to make sure it pops out. These can be green. And if I had more time, I would probably put a lot more thought into the colors and even the text that's on the screen right now. Okay, so I'm just actually going to change this to how it works. And then here I'll just explain. Upload your footage to us. We edit to your liking. I'm just going to say we edit it. You receive the final download link. Okay, and I think that's going to work. I'm just going to change the color here all to white. This one here to white. And one more to white. All right. Back to the main project. Okay, so the problem here is our background color is also white, so I need to make sure to change that to black. There we go. Okay, we're having some troubles now actually getting this to be black. Looks like none of that got saved. Well, I'm gonna go back to my main project real quick. Yeah, we just need to make sure the background here gets changed. And like I said, I've not spent a ton of time in here, but let's go ahead and figure this out real quick. Well, first, before I do that, I'm gonna hit save, just to make sure to save. I'll come back and fix this at the end. Let's just keep this going. Join Dave and our other happy clients. Background color is going to be green. Looks like we're having issues with getting to the background colors, so it's not a huge deal. Like I said, I'll fix that at the end. So I'm going to go back to the main project. We're almost to the end here, guys. I just need to somehow get this background changed. Let's take a look. It says like I have changed it here, so maybe there's just an opacity problem. No, I don't see it, so that's fine. We'll just finish this out. And here I'm gonna change this to say learn all about, learn more at, and here I will include our website, CreateStudio.com. And let's just make sure this text is white. Looks like it is. Okay. And I think we are good. Let me just see if I can unlock this. There we go. Now I can change the background color. It was just kind of locked there. And that looks like we are golden right there. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main project. And I'm just going to go ahead and watch it from the beginning. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I stopped the video and I spent like 10, maybe 15 minutes trying to figure out how to change this background color, and I really couldn't. I mean, if you see in here, there's no layer down here that's for the background. If I go back to the main project and I click onto this, here's the background here. I have it set to green, but as you can see, it's not green. So it's kind of frustrating. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it is what it is. We're just going to live with it for how it is. I did change a little bit of the copy around here and there, but it's done. Okay, this video is done. I could go ahead, I could render this out and use it as a Facebook ad. Here was another slide where I wasn't able to change that background color. You can see the background is green, but there's some sort of overlay over it. It's not allowing me to change it. So we're just gonna go ahead now and go back to this main project. I'm gonna move this to the beginning. You can see I can move the cursor along here, just like any other kind of video editing software. Here I can go to my studio, okay, and I can add other things, right? Let's say I wanted to add this at some point. I could just drop it in. And there is some pretty cool, oh no, so this is gonna ask me to pay that $37 with the all access pass. Let me just take a look. Yeah, so this is gonna be that $37 a month upgrade to get access to all that other stuff. Like, do you see these cool water things, right? Fire explosion. These are really cool. I really like these, but like I said, you gotta pay extra for these. And there's not a ton of them, right? If there was like 100 or 200 of these, then I would be super excited about that. If I click into here, there's still some, there's quite a few, but you do have to have that paid one. Okay, so now let's just talk a little bit about the pros and cons and overall if I recommend this app. And so number one, the pros. The pros are the templates, right? This is very easy if you want to create these cool looking stories that are much more challenging to do if you wanted to do them maybe in like Final Cut or Adobe Premiere where you got to create the project. I wouldn't say that it's more difficult, but if you don't know how to use those tools, this is definitely going to be easier. And you can create these cool looking stories that have, you know, the graphics and the text very easily. They're already the right size, right, for stories. The pro is like the templates that you're able to do. I mean, the YouTube outros, these would be great if they were able to provide you with a little bit more of them and just ones that actually made a little bit more sense with the placement of the subscribe and the end card. Some other cool templates that they have were the Facebook and Instagram promotional ones, right? These square videos where you could just upload your footage or an image or your logo and create a quick little ad basically that you could run on Instagram or Facebook. I also think that the logos things, this is going to be something they continue to develop and improve on. And, you know, if they have like 100 of these in here, this would definitely be a pro, but right now I'm not really sold on it. And kind of the last thing that I thought was pretty useful was the video cards, video wrappers. Here they are. These video wrappers are pretty nice, pretty easy to use. I mean, you could go and shoot a video and throw it up here and have this created pretty quickly without having to use any complicated software. Now, some of the cons of this, I would say, is that you really can't go and do like any really full-time editing with this. You couldn't like create an entirely long YouTube video. I mean, you could, but the editing process is so like click, click, click. Like with Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere, you're using shortcuts, right? And you're going through quickly and you're cutting frame by frame. Here you can't cut frame by frame and you can't do a lot of the more intricate video editing that you need to do to create really good long-term lasting content. That's why I don't see this competing with a Final Cut Pro or an Adobe Premiere or even something like Filmora or anything like that. This would not compete with that on that level. Another con to it is that it's just so cookie cutter, right? There's not that many different things. So if a lot of people start using this and they're not able to add enough templates, then, you know, these things are going to get played out real quick, just like all those sound effects and jingles from iMovie. Another con is just the low number of everything, right? This is a new app, like I said, so they have super low number of characters to use in these, super low number of templates overall. I mean, this has got to be like maybe a total of 100 templates in the whole thing, and that's not even on the free plan, right? That's only if I have the $37 a month plan. That's all the templates. There's maybe 100.
at the most, probably more like 50. So that's another con. It's just so new that it's just not built out fully yet. And probably the last con that I would say is the price. It's $197. I mean, Final Cut Pro is $300. So for an extra $100, you can get a state-of-the-art, you know, one of the industry standards video editing softwares to help you out. So who is this for? What's my opinion? Well, let me just put it like this. If you do not have the knowledge or background to edit a video and you need to get something up that's very short, like under a minute, up onto social media, maybe it's an ad or just a little quick promo type video, then this would work out pretty well for you. And for $197, I think it's a little pricey because, like I said, Final Cut Pro is only $300 and Adobe Premiere is like maybe $50 a month. So you are paying a decent amount for a tool that doesn't do all that much. If you could get this for like a discounted, like at $67 or something like that, I think you would be able to get your money's worth, because at that point you could, you know, create enough ads for people or for clients to kind of justify it. Or even if you're just like a solopreneur, you could probably create enough content just out of this for $67 where you'd be satisfied, you know, 5 or 6 videos that you can use in your business. For example, the one I made, I can, you know, test this now as a Facebook or Instagram ad, and it wasn't too complicated or expensive to put together. So no, this is not going to replace anything. This could be a cool little tool that you add or that you use just to get a quick couple videos together and be able to add some cool little animation stuff.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, make sure to hit that like button below. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. I'm all about helping you guys grow your business through online video. And please, I would love it if you would consider checking out another one of my videos. There's a link on the screen right now that you can click. It'll take you to another one of my videos, and I hope you guys go ahead and do that now, and I will see you inside that video.